President Trump signed his tax reform bill into law today. So with 2017 set to expire in just a few days, some might have questions about how it affects them and their charitable giving. And Frank Nico is CBN's Executive Director of Planned Giving, and he joins us now to offer some insights. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Heather.
It's a busy time of year for people with the holidays and for end-of-year giving.
Yes.
So let's go right to it. This tax reform bill is now the law. The president has signed it. Give us an overview of the individual tax reform changes.
Probably the most significant change is the one that's going to promote economic growth and create jobs for the individual. The corporate tax rate is changing from 35% to 21%. The other hallmark change is for individuals, the standard deduction is doubling. So for singles, it's going to $12,000. For married couples filing jointly, it's going to $24,000. In addition, those 65 and older, for the single, they get additional $1,550, and married get another $2,500.
So that's going to be the obvious change that people are going to notice.
Yeah, plus the tax bracket changes. They remain at 7, but all at lower rates. So that's, real positive.
Okay, yeah, that'll be great to look forward to that. I want to ask you, some were concerned that the charitable giving deduction and the home mortgage deduction would go away. What is the status of those now that it is law? Well,
the charitable deduction still stays in place. There is one positive change for cash gifts. You can now deduct up to 60% of adjusted gross income versus 50% on the old. For mortgage interest, again, these both apply if you're going to itemize deductions. The law for the mortgage interest is that for debt up to $750,000, you can deduct the interest. Prior, it was $1 million. So you cannot deduct the home equity debt interest, though, on those two changes.
Okay, so some positive changes here for people. All right, want to ask you, too, there were concerns that some people would give less because people will get less of a write-off. Where do things stand with that?
Well, here again, I want to emphasize, you won't get less of a write-off if you continue to itemize deductions, okay? So that doesn't change. The good news is that virtually every survey that I've seen indicates that donors that give, the potential tax benefit rates lower than any other reason. The primary reason that people give, and this is going to continue, is that they love and support the mission of their favorite charity and the good works and the causes of that particular mission.
Right. Okay. So before the year ends, what are some good charitable strategies that you encourage people to think about? Just have about a week left here.
Sure. Yeah, there's 1 week left. There's probably two I want to bring to the attention of the viewers. One is that if this year you're itemizing deductions, and next year it appears you're going to end up taking the standard deduction because of the increase, you can push forward some of your charitable giving that you had planned for 2018 into 2017, but you got to do it by year end. So for instance, like if you have a brokerage stock account and you have stock that's appreciated, held longer than 1 year, you can give that stock, take a deduction at and bypass the capital gains tax and get the fair market value as a deduction.
Okay.
The second one, which is really something to consider for those that have high income this year. Perhaps they got a big year-end bonus, so they have that tax impact, is setting up a donor advised fund. And it's pretty easy to do. You can have either Fidelity, National Christian Foundation, Charles Schwab, set that up. It's an investment fund, so you get an immediate tax deduction this year, and then out of that you can grant dispersed funds for future years' giving. But the key is taking that deduction this year. Okay,
so there are some tangible things people can do right now.
Right.
For sure. Okay. Also, wanted to ask you, looking forward to 2018, is there any one giving idea that you would recommend now that this new legislation is in play?
Sure. The one that stayed in effect that has, I think, just a great impact, the most significant impact for a donor, are for senior donors that are over 70 and a half that are required to take the minimum distribution, RMDs. So the charitable IRA rollover is an exclusion from income. So even if now going forward you're taking a standard deduction, or even for those few that will be itemizing, you still would get this exclusion from income. And that has the benefit of minimizing your adjusted gross income, minimizing the Social Security tax benefits that are taxed, and also can reduce future Medicare premiums. So this is a real positive thing to take a look at. So they should contact their financial advisor or give our office a call, and I could give more information on that.
Okay, well, yeah, it sounds like a lot of details, a lot of things to process, yes. And potentially a lot of things to take advantage of right now before the year ends.
Right.
All right, well, Frank, Nico, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.